heel. How's it going, folks? Great to see you again. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Justin Barbour, just out now, going on a little trip for a night with Saku. He's down there, I don't know if you can see him. So come along. We're not going to go far this evening. It's late now. Oh, it's just past 7 o'clock, so it'll be dark soon. We'll go a couple of kilometers max and find a site and spend a little evening. It's going to be good. What do you think? Beautiful evening, isn't it, Saku? It's early May now. I think it's the second day of May. Had a bit of snow last night. It's gone now, but the brook's a bit higher here. A bit more water. Lovely. Time to be out for a walk here. Got my rubbers on to keep my feet dry today. Shorter treks, I'll wear them over my hiking boots. Spring is in full swing here in Newfoundland. Hard to beat it. New season. I look forward to it. Saku, leave it. Saku! Come here, what are you eating? Poop. Give it up. You gotta sleep with me tonight. I dug a few rations out of my pocket now. Have a snack. Just for a minute here. Didn't have lunch today, so I'm hungry. Ringalos. Top-notch rations. Humpty Dumpty. Good for a short trip. Gotta have them treats. Just pulled in there to make camp, and down here on the brook there's a bit of a steady, flat section of water, and there was a beaver swimming around, looking after our lodge over there, trying to distract my attention away from it. She won't go in out of it. She's been swimming around now for a bit. Awesome. What an experience here. I've been here before and seen one beaver, but many other times I've came back and there's been nothing, so I wasn't sure if it was still occupied or not. The first one I seen was probably 2-3 years ago. But the beaver's gone up on land now though. Heel! Come on! I told him to stay up by the camp. I didn't want him taking a chance and jumping in. Hey, Saku.
to chew your leg out.
So, I enjoyed watching the beaver there for a bit. My camera's going to tip over now. So, I enjoyed watching the beaver there for a bit. Almost a bit too long, but how could you not? That was a wonderful little sighting. So I moved on a little ways beyond that spot. Don't want to be disturbing the beaver right next to him having a fire, because that's where I was going to stay. So we went a bit further. Nice spot here now, up on a bit of a high hill now, above the small brook down there. Nice bed of caribou moss. It's going to be fluffy to lay back on. We got our water just down there, and there's not too much dry wood right here, but just down beyond the hill on the other side of it there's a few sticks. So that's what I'm going to go at now, gather them up before it gets too dark. So the tent will go here, and I think I'll throw the tarp up right there, have a fire. I may not even need the tarp. I don't think it's going to rain. Wasn't calling for it. We'll see. I want to get that up too before it gets dark, so I'm just going to drag some wood up and I'll chop that up after I get the tent set up. That should be enough for now. I made a mental note where a few other ones are if I need them later. I've got a fire going now, just to have it in the background, nice and peaceful as I put the tent up. Looks like I'm setting up the dirt. I think, Zach. It's a handball. Cold one. Yes, sir. This is nice. Cheers. I just came in here this evening to sleep in the woods, just to have a nap outdoors and feel those flames toast the cheeks. It's great. I had a big old bag with me full of gear. Wasn't as much as what it looked. Had a few blankets stuffed in there so we could lie down nice and relaxed here on the ground. Put them over the top of the sleeping pads for me and Saku's behind me, curled up in a ball. And I threw in my gas stove. I might have a little coffee in the tent tomorrow in the morning. So that's a big size, big 1 litre bottle of white gas, and my MSR. I think it's the Whisper Light stove. So, and then the little items that I usually take on day hikes, I just left that in there and jammed some more things in. Wasn't particular. I didn't want to waste time. I just wanted to get out. And that's how it's got to be. I had what I needed, and I went on. Plus, it's all right to have some extra stuff in there anyways. I get a better workout out of it. And that's half of it. It's coming out and getting exercise. And then swigging a nice beer by the fire. That's good too. Thanks to everyone as well who's tuned into the new series. Season 2 of Through the Woods with myself, Saku and Beer. Really appreciate the support. I called it on YouTube 60 Days Solo in the Wilderness. Just to try to make it a bit more of a standout name, you know. 60 days. It's really 2 30-day trips. Still 60 days in the wilderness, just not 60 days at once. Although I've done that before. If you go look back on the channel, if you haven't seen those videos before, I've done 68 days, and 83 days, 52 days. There's a bunch of stuff, but bottom line is thanks for those of you who came back here and watched the first few episodes of that series. And to the new subscribers, glad to have you as well. There's lots more adventures to come. And of course, yeah, the series has 3 more episodes. Then I already have the episode filmed. I did it up in Labrador at the end of trip number 2. The one coming up, the next 3 episodes. When that was over, I did a little review of most of the gear we had with us in the tent. So that'll be a 7th part to the series, just going over all the gear I had for myself and Beer on that trip. And that's it. I'm going to enjoy this fire for a bit. Get a bite to eat of something there. I got a few different choices. Won't be nothing too special, I don't think. I didn't come out for the meal, I just came out for the nap in the woods. Nice and peace and quiet and just be outdoors, that's all. Spuds, instant spuds, sardine fillets, and hot sauce, and camp spice and olive oil. The kettle's boiled. Now we get the big old mix on here now, the olive oil's in there, some spices, instant potatoes, needs more water. I gotta heat those chippers up too, or smoked sardines, whatever they are, and then throw them in. Fire's hot now, holy Lord God. Whipping them around now to get them nice and good. Make a spot for those. There we go. Whammo. Flatten it out. So the tin will lay there nice and level. I likes this one. It won't take long to heat up. A bit of hot sauce in with the potatoes. Some sardines. Here's the potatoes. Looks good. Here we go. Down the hatch it's going. Fire's dying down now. Yeah. I got some grounds in there now brewing away. A little cowboy coffee. They calls it bush coffee, whatever. It's gonna be good. Put those grounds in there now, let them sit for 10 minutes. And I'll keep it next to the stove to keep it a bit warm, but you don't want to boil it again. That'll burn the coffee. But I like keeping it warm because I don't like cold or lukewarm or even warm coffee. I want to burn the lips off me. Nice and hot. It's gonna be a nice start to the day. Zach, want a bit of marmalade and a purity cracker or what? What kind of question is that? What a boy. Breakfast has been a three-part affair here. Started with some purity crackers and a bit of jam. Then I had a bit of oatmeal. Now some potatoes and onions. Whack the olive oil on it and throw some spices in there. Taste test. Oh yeah, they're almost there. Second roll. You get 20 seconds out in the woods. As long as you want.